So glad to see everybody this morning here at the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living, whether you are online or here in person. It's a lovely day to be here in the neighborhood. So welcome to have you here. I'm Reverend Jay Lang, the spiritual director here, and we have a new singer who's starting us out today. Please welcome Pollyanna Bush.
Thank you. I'd love for you to sing with me this morning. Do we have the words going? Huh? Okay, here we go. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate, sing it all together. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate. One more time. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today okay, now repeat after me. I walk in gratitude, I walk in gratitude for all life's blessings, for all life's blessings, and all that I've been through, and all that I've been through has made me strong, has made me strong. Chorus. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate. Two more times, sing it out. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate. Repeat after me. I walk in love, I walk in love. With every step, I feel that love, I feel that love. With every breath, I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate. I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate today, I celebrate my journey. Today I celebrate.
Oh, so lovely, Pollyanna. I
Thank
just
you.
love your, you come to us, you live in Marin County, I think?
Yes.
And you made your way through the race traffic this morning. So
Yes,
thank you
I
for
did.
being here. But your resume, you have such a wide breadth of experience with famous people, entertainment. So we're so glad you're here. And you've been singing with other centers. So we're happy to have you here with us
Thank
today.
you for inviting me. It's
Great
so
sound
wonderful
and
to
great
be here.
to have you here today. So
Thank
let's
you.
give her another round of applause. I love her song starting out about celebrating. It's a perfect for this month as we continue to celebrate Pride Month. It's an important part of our center, our denomination, and the city and county of Napa, that we celebrate all orientations, all expressions of gender, and that we have been a part of this. Really, this denomination has been this from the beginning. We never had to go through a process of being open and affirming. We've always been that. And here at this center, we welcome all genders, orientation, colors, religions and cultures, ages and size, all abilities. All means all. Love lives here, that we celebrate today. And this just flows into our vision and mission statement, because this is part of who we are too. So let's speak our vision together, that we are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. So what a glorious day this is. So I do have a few announcements for the regular part of our service. The first one is that today, the second and fourth Sundays, we do Spanish-speaking services here, led by Imelda Gomez and Martha Martinez. That starts at 12:30. right here in the sanctuary. So if you know anybody interested in that or yourselves, feel free to stay or come back for the 12:30 service. They're really doing an amazing job. Beautiful. Martha's right here. I see her now. Let's give them a round of applause. And also, we're starting to do more things in our courtyard. I know it's a warm, baking afternoons, but as the evening cools, I think we're going to be able to do some fun things in there. First of all, after every service, we have conversations and coffee. Today is a nice, cool day to do that in. So we're excited about that. Have some coffee and conversations. There's a couple things going on that you can sign up for. The green bags, we are returning today. So if you didn't get a chance to get a green bag and you want to get one now for August, it's every even month. So the next one will be the second Sunday in August. Those will be out there. And thank you, anybody. Raise your hand if you returned a bag this week or today. Let's give everybody a round of applause that did that. Thank you. And then on Tuesday, the 21st, that's actually the first day of summer solstice. At 7 p.m., we're going to gather. Now, I know this picture might be a little bit, you're going to have a fire. Well, no, we're going to have not a wood burning fire, but we will have a fire that can be contained and easily won't have any ashes or ambers that go out into the world, I promise. But still, it's an important part of the ritual that we're going to do, because the summer is about expanding and expressing more. So taking what you already have, it's not getting rid of anything, it's not letting go of things. Sometimes you have to let go, but it's more about expressing our spiritual magnificence. So our passions, our purpose, our drive, that we want to focus more and expand more. So it's about that. So we'll have a ritual for that on Tuesday, next week from Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then also we have our Unbottled concert with Karen Drucker on the 25th, Saturday evening. And we moved it back to 5:30. Not only is that going to start cool off at that time of the day, we're inviting you to bring a picnic, or if you want to bring a beverage and enjoy it during the songs. And Karen Drucker, I'll send you a link out. I don't think I sent it on my regular email either Friday or Sunday today, but she does a sing-along every second Sunday of the month virtually. So you can attend to that. And if you don't know her music, she's an icon here in New Thought, but you might want to get yourself familiar with the music. Now, this is a fundraiser, so we are selling tickets to it. $20 a person, or 2 for $35, or 5 for $75. If you have a whole group of people wanting to come. Under 12 are free. You don't have to have tickets for anybody under 12. And Marv, I'm sorry, you don't qualify for that, being under 12. I know you try, but no. The 25th, it's a Saturday, the 25th. Yep. And so we're excited about having that in the courtyard, and it'll be great to have that. So, and then Crush MS is coming up. Yay! So this is, we promote this because it's one of our partner nonprofits we do, called Crush MS, which was started by 2 of our members to help support the research and promotion and education about Crush MS. Karen Reed is right here. So if you want to either volunteer, see Karen, or tickets are available. Oh, she's got her clipboard. She's got her clipboard. Look out. If you see Karen coming with her clipboard, you better be ready for a question. And it's not, will you serve? It's, what do you think you could do for us? So, and tickets are on sale also at crushms.org, right? Crushms.org. So be a part of that. We have meditation every week starting at 6 o'clock now. We moved it back a little bit. You're welcome to come a little early if you want to get introduced to what meditation is, or talk about your spiritual practice, or just to meet people before meditation starts at 6. And then we have a variety of other things that are on our website, but mainly we want you to know that we are here for you. Our practitioners are. We have prayer requests in the lobby. We have prayer requests online. We pray every week for people on those requests, and we are here for you. And if there's anything in addition you need, please call the church office, and we'll be able to either be able to do it ourselves or find somebody who can do it. We assure you of that. And as I said, our website is available nvcsl.org or com, either one. And you can get all the information on there. Or if you can't, give us a call. So glad you're here with us today. Now we're going to continue with our music to a sacred.
God eternal within the body, Yahweh, Yahweh. Sing it with me. God eternal within the body, Yahweh, Yahweh. 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 God eternal within the body, Yahweh, Yahweh.
So we just stay in this sacred place for this moment and feel this God eternal, Yahweh, whatever name you call this divine intelligence within you, you just allow it to be present with you, to invite it into your heart in this moment. And know that we are all connected to all of life, all people, the air, the ground, the fire within us, and the water that flows beside us, connects us deeply. So we know this truth within us. I know for you this peace and joy is always available, and that we are grateful for this moment that we can commune, that we can be together, that we can connect with each other and also with this divine presence within us. As we just open up to this time we have, this space we have, to find that which is revealing in us the greater truth of life itself. And for this we are so, so grateful. And we say together, and so it is. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. So today, usually we have a practitioner step up into this time of self-reflection, and I wanted to do a special presentation today in honor of Pride Month. And I would like to invite Leslie Medina up here. Leslie Medina is from the Rainbow Action Network. It's a new organization that's part of the First Five Napa. And you can either just use the stand or you can pull it off if you want to. So either one. Which is an organization that aims to make Napa County a welcoming and supportive place for LGBTQ plus children, families, and community members by supporting LGBTQ and gender inclusion, education, settings, and advocating organizational level change. That's an amazing mission, right? So Leslie, what are your concerns? Where do you think, as a county, as a region, as our schools, as our churches, where do you see the biggest concerns are?
In my work, what I've really seen is that
Hang on,
simply being
just a minute. Is the blue microphone on? Okay, go ahead.
y'all can hear me okay? Great. So really what we've seen in our work is folks simply being seen in the community, being heard, and feeling included. Those are all really big words, right? But what that actually means is going into a space, into a talk. Do my best to project. Thank you. Ooh. Hopefully you've heard that first portion, but that's where our work has been really centered in, is feeling included within the community. And this space is so warm and welcoming, and I thank you all for just being here and welcome. And part of our work really was a grassroots effort for Rainbow Action Network was born out of First Five. And really it was born out of projects and our leadership continuing to do this work and realizing there's a need to have a program dedicated to including and feeling safe in our community, particularly for the families of youth. And that started out with those yard signs, the Napa Strong yard signs that you've seen around. We have some in the lobby and outside if y'all would like to grab them. But those were born out of the wake of the George Floyd murder and folks, telling us we want a way to support, we want a way to show that we are allies. And that's where this project really started. And we've grown this project to the way that now we have these rainbow kits. These are really created for organizations, businesses, churches, any organization that really comes together and wants to show support and allyship for our LGBTQ folks in our community.
That's beautiful. And what's in the kit?
Oh, so as you can see, part of the kit is this beautiful rainbow tote that says all are welcome in Napa County, as well as in Spanish. We want to make sure we make an effort to connect with our Spanish language folks. We also have resources and flyers, for example, trainings that LGBTQ Connection has, so that if you want to become an ally and become more inclusive in your work, we have that as well. We have the Napa Strong commitment card that goes along with the yard sign. I forgot the word for it. As well as a reading list for folks that want to get more educated and become better allies. We have window decals. Through our research and through our work, what folks really were telling us throughout the community as they want a way to show allyship that's easy to put and is easy to see. Because oftentimes what being an ally means is not a big grandiose stand. It's often the small things. It's, putting a rainbow sticker in the window of a hair salon so that your identity will not affect your experience. It means going into a space and seeing someone with a pronoun button or just simply introducing themselves with pronouns so that they know how to refer to folks. It's the small things that really we got out of our research, and we wanted to really focus on that to make this easy and as usable as possible for folks. And another part is the Allies book. It's real talk, showing up, screwing up, and trying again, right?
I can recognize that.
Yeah, I think we all can. So it's just providing literature for folks. It's easy to have right there, do a quick read, and realize, being an ally means that, there's going to be times you slip up, and that's okay. Just realizing it, recognizing, and moving on, and always trying to do better.
That's great. So as a church, as a center, yes. We want to do what we can, but sometimes we don't always know. What do you think the 3 important things to do?
I think one big thing is if you mess up, if you slip up, don't focus on it too much. What we've heard about from folks is really just realizing your error, apologizing, and moving on. Making a big, oh, I'm so sorry. Really, it makes folks uncomfortable. So, just apologize and move on. That's what folks really appreciate. Also, when you see something, do something. Right? If you see
Yeah.
something out and about in the community, in your work, in your personal life, that you see a folk being really uncomfortable, step in and ask, hey, are you comfortable? Do you want me to step in? Do you want me to say something? Sometimes folks appreciate just asking for that support before you jump in and do
I
a big grandiose stand.
really love what you're saying about asking first, because I
Yes.
tend to like leap in, and maybe they want to handle it. Maybe that's important for them to empower themselves. So well said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes folks, they appreciate the support, but it's a very personal journey. So some folks want to tackle that on their own, but always asking, and simply asking is really appreciated. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that to add to that, I think you would agree with this, not to make assumptions, because just ask a person what their pronouns are, what their experience is, because there people are not following labels anymore, so we need to stop using those kind of labels. There's a spectrum of gender expressions, a spectrum of orientations, and we need to make sure and just be open to what their experience is.
exactly. And one of the last points is just trying your best to use gender inclusive language. So
Yeah.
I know for a long time I got in the habit of calling everyone, hey, you guys, or hey, ladies and gentlemen. It's something that's in our culture. It's really been ingrained in us for years. And sometimes just replacing that hey guys with hey y'all, or keeping that in mind is really impactful for folks. So that's one of the few things that I think is really easy to implement in our lives, is being conscious of the pronouns you use and trying to use y'all or gender neutral as much as possible.
Yeah, great. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
I know that I wish you could stay around and ask questions, but I know you have another presentation you've got to go to.
I can be here for questions if folks have questions.
Well, I mean, after the service, but you've got to go on to something
know, I
else.
had to
So
run.
does anybody have a quick question now? These are only for businesses, but the signs are available. That's what the ally signs are available.
Those signs were kind of the first step of this role. And our next work is working on businesses and centers and groups of people. Our ultimate goal is really to grow this project so that folks can come in and have a ready-to-go kit for their house and their personal use. So that's the next step. We're always trying to push the needle.
All right. Well, thank you for all that you do and that everybody in your organization does. So let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you, everyone.
And thank you for being with us today. And the signs are available afterwards. Quick question, yes? We'll put it out on the table out there, but it's called Allies. I believe that's the name of it. Yes.
It's a great read. It's not heavy literature. It's an accumulation of essays and stories about folks. So it's a really easy read.
It's got several names in here. So it's a collection. How
Yes.
wonderful. Oh,
Really
that'd
great
be
book.
great. So not someone just their experiences then, which
No.
is great.
Different folks.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
so much,
everyone.
Leslie. And now more music.
I see you through your child's eyes. Make love to you with your lover's hands. Sing through you when your voice flies. I want you to understand. I melt your heart with my salty rain and give you courage to seek the truth again and again. Bring the sun to warm your lovely skin. Will you let me in? 'Cause I shine. I bloom the rose in perfect spring and float the clouds for your wild imaginings. Balance rhyme and seasons, bringing harmony. You could always come to me, 'cause I've been here all this time. It is I've been here all this time. Take a look at all the signs, all the signs, all the signs. I've been here. I am here. When your tears run down and there's no one else around. When you're struggling inside and you want to run, fear in your heart, you don't know how to start. I've been here. I am here. Thank you.
That was beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
I think the biggest compliment in this community is when they pause before they clap. That means they're absorbing it.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So great to have you here with us today. So glad you made it through the traffic because we are inspired by your voice this morning. So. Yes. Say it again. It's there. It's there. Look for it's plugged in. So look to your right, the power strip. The power strip on the table. On the table. It's one of those cords. You got it? Okay. Technical stuff. Today's talk is about listening to our bodies. And I think it's one of the most important things about the spiritual journey is not to ignore the body. It's easy to get caught up into our spiritual recognition, our spiritual expression, but all of our body is important. All our energetic system, our and it's always talking to us. And the question is, are we listening? Now, some is more obvious and some is more subtle. The subtle needs to be quieter to listen to, but some is really obvious. I mean, I know when I am sitting too long, when I stand up, I can feel some stiff joints. It's interesting because when Michelle and I were first dating about 13, 14 years ago, I thought I was out of my league. Come to find out I really was. She was so beautiful, younger than me, and so I want to make a point of not acting old. So when I stood up at any time, I made sure I didn't make any noises, right? Now that we've been married for 10 years, I make all sorts of noises when I get up. And to me, that's, yes, my body is going, oh man, you need to get up more. You need to move more. Don't sit so long. That's just that is the more obvious things, but there are more subtle things about. And the truth is, our body is perfectly made, creative and powerful in the way it is. And not only on the physical level we're talking about here, but of mind, heart, and spirit, that our bodies are a receptor of the spiritual, of the divine. So when we're willing to listen to our bodies and the energetic system of it, we have a greater sense of health, vitality, and freedom. We are able to receive our spiritual magnificence, and we can express from that. Now, we know, you've heard me talk about it before, and you've probably read that our body stores trauma in it. So that's one level of listening to our bodies, being able to be free of traumas in our bodies. But it's also in the energetic system, we download the truth of spirit within us, and it reveals the truth of health, of well-being, of purpose, of passion. It's part of what I want to explore when we do the solstice ritual, is that we are downloading that which is creative and powerful within us, and we allow it to express through us. The deeper voice that I'm talking about here, that's found in the stillness, is always the same voice. That we are whole, complete, and perfect just the way we are. Or I also like to say it, whole, complete, and fabulous just the way we are. Perfect, sometimes people have a little trouble with, but they're fabulous. Yeah, I'm fabulous. So what I'd like you to do is, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to turn to some neighbors and just tell them that they are whole, complete, and fabulous. Ready? Turn to a neighbor. You are whole, complete, and fabulous. All right. Now, the challenging part. Turn to somebody and say, I am whole, complete, and fabulous. Go ahead, do that now. All right, give yourself a round of applause. Good job. What I know about affirmations, like I am whole, complete, and fabulous, operate on many different levels. When you are willing to really claim your good in an affirmation, it gives you a positive outlook, an attitude of gratitude, and it just opens you up to opportunities of connections with people, of situations, looking at the more positive side. But it also is, our bodies are less resistant. So if there's something that maybe is uncomfortable, we're more willing to move through it. And it also can create that which we seek. The and so it is, or as so it will be in our lives through the affirmation. And when we're willing to partner with spirit in a co-creative way, it is even more powerful, exponentially co-creative in the way it does that. And that is what our affirmative prayers are about. That we first recognize that God is all there is, and that we are one with God, and then we are affirming that which is true. I am whole, complete, and fabulous. I resonate with my health. I know that this health is within me, that creates and is powerful. And I know I have all that I need in this moment. So continue to affirm in this way. So we thought we'd have some fun with affirmations today. You ready? So what we've done, Shauna and I've created a system. If it's not moving, the reason why that's not is, can you check and see if my little USB thing is in there moving? I may have to ask you to move them for me. Must be out of batteries or something. So this works? No, nothing is working. Okay, could you move forward for me then, please? There it goes. Okay. So now let me see if it'll start working. Yeah, so I can do it now. So this is a spinner that has different affirmations on it. So it randomly chooses 7 different affirmations, all based on Louise Hay's work. She is such a master, a queen of affirmations. So we're just going to go ahead and start it now. And when we choose an affirmation, we're going to repeat it. So you're ready? Here we go. I'm going to repeat this. Ready? 3 times. I nourish myself with all the best life has to offer. I nourish myself with all the best that life has to offer. I nourish myself with all the best that life has to offer. So it is. So we're going to continue to do this during the service. And so don't leave too soon, right? You got to stay around for this. We're going to continue to do this. So this idea, I'm going to walk you through today about what the purpose of listening to our body is and the value of it. So the first thing I want to say is that listen to your body because it's talking to you. And the question is, are you listening? The remembering that it's the spiritual intuition, your body's messages, that we can create a partnership with our body, our heart, our mind, and our soul. And what I've learned in myself is certain tells. Now, a tell, if you're a poker player or you've heard about when someone is bluffing, they have a certain way of showing that they're bluffing, or if they have a really good hand. So you try and read a tell. Well, we have the same reads in our body that you can begin to notice, like, if I'm feeling this, how do I recognize that in my body? I have created some of those in my body. Like there's through neurolinguistic programming, you can make a mark like when I was first speaking publicly, I would do this, which means it creates confidence in me because I had some successful events. And so I flagged that into myself. So you can create certain bodies, but I also have within me, it's and I can't describe it, but it's just a feeling I have with me. But it's very clear when I am pushing myself too hard, when I am doing too much of my own self and not letting spirit come through me, it's a clear thing to stop. And I learned that in my 30s when, growing up Protestant, I learned that my body was the source of sin. And growing up in a new age, I was told to focus on my spiritual being and not my human being. So both of those gave me permission to ignore my body completely. And I lived out of my what I would call my upper chakras. I would ignore my body and not be in my body, not present in my body. But because of that, I just pushed myself beyond, because I wasn't paying attention to my body. And I literally got so exhausted with just daily life, I had to shut everything down. My body just quit working. And so I had to rebuild my life slowly and pay attention. And that's when I developed this practice of paying attention to my body more, living in all my chakras, being more aware. And so I have a sense of when I'm doing too much and I just need to shut it down. Now, ideally, I would be doing that as a preventive thing. So ideally, I'm doing all the things that I need to do so I don't get to that point. But if I haven't been taking care of myself or I have too much on my plate going on, then I do have and whenever I hit that point, it's like, okay, I'm taking things out of my life. I'm saying no to people. I'm saying no to activities. I'm delaying things, whatever it is, because it's not negotiable. I literally, my whole body will fail if I don't listen to that part. And so it's like your car, right? I talked about this comparison last time. We do preventive work on it, but sometimes things just happen. that even though you do preventative work and you really need to listen to your body and take care of it. For our cars, we trade them in for newer models, but we can't do that with our bodies unless you have a strong belief in reincarnation or something. But even then, you leave behind people, and you want to be at your best for all the people in your life and for your own purpose and your own understanding, your own deeper connection. A couple weeks ago, Michelle, my wife, had a health scare. She woke up in the morning and had chest pains and was short of breath. And we're just going, oh my God, you know what that means? It could be a heart problem. So went to the ER, had all these checks out, and we followed up with a doctor later on. Come to find out there was no, I mean, they can read in your blood whether you've had a cardiac event or not. I didn't know that. But we found out a lot of things about the heart we didn't know, and yet there were no problems at all. It was other things, undiagnosed, some skeletal or muscle issues they described it as. So we're breathing a little better, especially she, but me too. We're both breathing. And yet that moment of that health scare, really, I just had empathy for people that get a diagnosis because the air comes right out of you in fear. And how you can respond when you're in that moment and just allowing yourself to come back to the truth. Now, what we know about our bodies, as I said, it's telling us. It's communicating to us. Louise Hay, her work, she developed the symptoms of correspondence so that she relates, if we're having a certain symptom in our body, it might have something to do with something going on. And it's a great place to start. You can find them online, or she has books about it. That, for example, if you have a problem with your back, it might be a lack of emotional support or feeling unloved. If you have something in your eye, like a sty, you might be looking at your life through angry eyes, or you're angry at someone. Now, what I find about those kind of correspondence, I might look at it, go, oh, that doesn't really apply. It doesn't resonate with me. And that's okay. It's just a starting point for you to look deeper at what might be an emotional, mental, or belief cause of an illness. And sometimes some going on my body and I don't have any idea what it is. And I still choose to affirm health, access that healthy vitality within me that is a greater truth of who we are. And we can always do that. I know with sometimes that when there's a societal thing, a cultural thing, that there's a cultural cause to things too. So sometimes it's not our individual beliefs, but our cultural or beliefs either within a community or within a country or within the world. So for example, COVID, it's a pandemic. And what Louise Hay says about pandemics is a viral infections is a lack of joy flowing through life, a bitterness. Or a cold or upper respiratory illness is too much going on at once, mental confusion. Or the breath represents the ability to take in life. So all those things kind of are interesting about that, but we can only deal with ourselves. And I think if there's one thing that we can talk about, not choosing sides on presidents here, but our elected officials do have a reflection of our society. And what it seems to me, this is only my opinion, but we had previous president who didn't seem to take responsibility for anything. And now we have a president that takes responsibility for everything. And we can't live our lives either way. If we tried to take responsibility for everything in our lives, we would be overwhelmed. I mean, for our personal self, yes. But it's that fine line about we have to have empathy for others, but not sympathy. That we can notice someone has fallen in the hole, but we don't want to go in the hole with them to help them out. We help empower them. And we seem to have, and why I brought this up about elections is right now with all the violence we have, there's one thing in common. Yes, guns, but more than that, it's people not willing to take responsibility for their own problems. They're blaming somebody. They're going after somebody because it's a school that affected them, a business that affected them, a person, a judge, whatever it is. It's people not taking responsibility. So what we can do is take responsibility for ourselves, for our own lives, and ask what is ours to do. What is revealing itself in me right now? And I think that's an important thing to do. And we continue to open up to Spirit in all ways. So there's a saying that if you listen to your body when it whispers, you won't have to hear it scream. So let's try another spin. You ready? Move easily and comfortably. And so it is. We get in the habit of that, don't we? With affirmations and prayers. That's good. That's good. So we listen to our body and remember that it's a receiver, not only of physical things going on with us, but the divine itself. And if we want to create a health, but also a fuller expression of our spiritual magnificence, we know that is receiving within us, that is there for us to receive. Think of it, if I told you that there was a place that you could go to that was a sacred spot, and that is the place where you could reveal your greatest truth, that you could find out how to express your spiritual magnificence, wouldn't you go there? Well, the place is in your body. It's right here because we have this chakra system that I'm sure you've heard about, that is 7 different chakras, that is based on ancient wisdom. This in Sanskrit, chakra is a wheel or cycle. And it goes from the base of our spine to the crown of our head, informing us of a sense of security, belonging, personal power, our heart center, our spiritual power, our third eye intuition, and our crown of spiritual revelation. So this energy in it, it's connected with our vertebrae, with our spinal cord, that is the energetic system that runs up and down. And this is a receiver. Think of it as the internet. When you have a computer, the computer is not the wisdom itself. It receives the wisdom. And you can download that wisdom on your computer. The same with our bodies. Our bodies are not the actual source of the wisdom, but it downloads this. Remember what I talked about last week about the Kabbalah? I'm still just working with this idea about that we are this divine being that comes into our personality and into this body. And, babies are born with a personality. You can see the difference in them. If you're a parent or an uncle or an aunt, you can see the differences in kids right away. So we have this. So Kabbalah may be a mystical teaching, but it seems to have so much sense about we come into this divine being, the spiritual, this personality, and into this body. And this wisdom gets downloaded into us in this way. The truth of who we are. So we listen to this body because it receives that which we are, the love and the dynamism that we are. I am healthy, healed, and whole. I am healthy, healed, and whole. So whenever you have an affirmation like this, if you notice some resistance you might have, that's part of your belief system, part of your mental not accepting it. And so it's important to pay attention to that. So we continue to know the greater truth. And finally, what I want to say is that we listen to our body and reveal the truth in and through us. One of my favorite writers these days, her name is Mary O'Malley. And I would call her a spiritual teacher, a mystic. And she wrote this great book about what's in the way is the way. So often we see these obstacles of health or relationship or jobs or situations in our families or whatever it is as being, if we just get past this, then we'll be happy. If we just move past this, then we'll be more connected with life. I'll take care of my body. I'll do more things for myself then. I'll be more connected. But in fact, that is what's in the way, is what we need to be asking questions about. She learned in, I think it was in her 20s, that she recognized that when she was curious, she would respond rather than react. When she was compassionate, she wouldn't be in judgment. She learned to trust people rather than fear, and trust situations, and just know things are opening up in a greater way. And the way she does that is simply to ask questions about the truth of the experience, to accept it, to find out what is needed in this moment, how to come to love. And finally, what do I need to do? What are the treasures here? What is seeking to be revealed? So let me give you an example of this real quick. So last Sunday, I came to the center to set up things. We had been outside, so things were kind of a disarray a little bit. So I came to set things up, and things were missing. 2 computers were missing. My lavalier was missing, and also my tablet. And I just go, oh no. And then Mary and I started talking, and we realized that Wednesday, the week before, she came back to the office and one of our doors was wide open. And I remember I left that day, and I could have left the door unlocked, but I don't remember leaving it open. But we pieced things together, and someone had come in and stolen our electronics. So I initially, and sometimes things happen, you just have to shelve it. I can't deal with this. I just need to I called Michelle. She was coming up, and she brought her computer, and we just dealt with a hand microphone. I had my notebook back. I did it old school of having notes on paper. And so, we managed just fine that day. We had a good service. But then I pieced together. So first thing I had is I was angry at this person, angry at the situation, angry at myself. And I just had to come and it lingered with me. I usually don't hang on to things, but it really bothered me. And somebody would come into our office, so I felt violated. And it wasn't until I got around to Tuesday, when we had our ministry of prayer meeting with the practitioners, that I had what I call a come to Jesus meeting, but it was a come to practitioner meeting, because I was talking about, something about wanting karma for this person. And I don't remember who it was. One of the practitioners said, really? No, not really. Sometimes ministers need practitioners too, right? And so just that process, that conversation, the practitioners are so good about, it was an acceptance of the situation, including a forgiveness of myself for leaving things unlocked, a forgiveness of the other person, letting them have those things. And then I thought about, God, in this process, I was ready to let go. I was having problems with that computer. I was having problems with those microphones. I was having problems with my tablet. Maybe I created this after all. But the truth is, we got everything replaced. It was, cost some money, but we upgraded. Now, instead of one microphone, we have 2 of these and 2 of these wireless mics. We have a new computer. We have a bigger and better tablet I have. So, but you have to allow it to reveal in you something greater. What is the gift there? To come to acceptance, and what is the treasure there? And we continue to open up the Spirit and just allow that to connect with us. So one more. So Mary O'Malley, I really recommend that book and her work. She has a lot of things online as well. Body is loved. Every cell in my body is loved. Every cell in my body is loved. Absolutely. I forgot. And so it is. So this is this just reminder of being open and allowing the truth reveal in you, because we have this ability to download the highest and best for us in every way. And we do need reminders sometimes, including me, practitioners are available. A good friend just to talk through things is a great thing to do. So, and above all, we open to spirit. So let's just take a moment to go in prayer, knowing the truth of who we are is the spiritual being, that we are one with all of life. And so what I know for you, for each of you, that the Spirit is available for you, that the truth is revealed in you right now, that which you seek, that which you consider a problem, an obstacle, something in the way, that Spirit reveals in you the greater truth, now and always. And I know this to be the truth, and so it is. All yours.
So, after that wonderful invitation to listen, this song is an invitation to create. So, what are we going to create going forward from here today? We're more powerful than we know. So, you could just take a deep breath into your heart. And what's there? Is it going to be to listen to your body? Maybe get out and walk more? What do you want to create going forward today? My dear one, when you open your eyes, look out upon the world and see a new sunrise. Those thoughts pounding in your head, just a broken recording, time to think new thoughts instead. And the sound that you'll hear is your soul beckoning you to awaken from this dream. Drop the cloak from your past, cross the river with me to a new destiny, and walk into your future, your beautiful creation. Walk into your future, with arms wide. Come alive, come alive. Who do you want to be when you open your eyes? You can be the hero of your own life. Who you are is beyond space and time, luscious, beautiful, eternal, sublime. In the sound that you hear is your soul beckoning you to awaken from this dream. Drop the cloak from your past, cross a river with me to a new destiny. Walk into your future, your beautiful creation. Walk into your future, with arms wide. Come alive, come alive. The sound that you hear is your soul beckoning you to awaken from the stream, drop the cloud from your past. 'Cause I'll river with me to a new destiny and walk into your future. Oh, your beautiful creation. Into your future with arms wide. Come alive, come alive. Ooh, come alive. Ooh, come alive, come alive. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's our opportunity to participate in the law of circulation by our giving today. There's many ways you can give. If you're giving online, we appreciate that, either through texting or through our link, or you can give here in person through checks. And we appreciate that in any giving. We also appreciate your giving of time and talent during the week and all times with different ways that people serve, including our production team and usher teams and all that team. So thank you very much, the giving. We know that that which you give returns to you tenfold. So we take that which in your, whether it's a gift of love or a gift of financial donation today, or people that are online can do this as well, to hold your hand to your heart and repeat this affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is. There are baskets in the front and in the back if you want to publicly come to walk towards this giving. We appreciate it while Pollyanna plays another song.
And please sing with me. I give thanks from my heart, this opportunity to give, and may this offering of my heart multiply, multiply. I give thanks from my heart, this opportunity to give, and may this offering of my heart multiply, multiply. I give thanks from my heart, this opportunity to give, and may this offering of my heart multiply, multiply. I give thanks from my heart, this opportunity to give, and may this offering of my heart multiply, multiply.
It's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
That's your own song? Beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So we appreciate your attendance today, whether online or here in person. You can see we've got a growing number of people here. I appreciate everybody staying healthy. And I hate to say this, but when you're not healthy, don't come, right? You could watch us online, but it's so great to celebrate our health and our well-being and our community today. There's signs outside, green bags if you want those, and also tickets for the concert if you want to pick those up, or you can do that online. The links are on our website. So what I know is that if this happens to be your first time with us today, either online or in person, we'd love for you to raise your hand. We'd like to acknowledge you by giving you a gift. Anybody here for the first time? Well, Pollyanna's here for the first time. Anybody else? All right, well, we have an affirmation here for Pollyanna and really all of us. We just raise our hands and we say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community, and so it is. So glad to have everybody here today. If you want to a prayer request, there's prayer request in the lobby as well as online. The practitioners and I tell you, it works. I'm telling you that right now. So feel free to lean into the support of our practitioners here. And we are happy to pray for you. And we're always here for you on every way. So with the community affirmation, please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I am led by Spirit.
I am led by Spirit.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I am guided by wisdom.
I am protected by love.
I am protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I am so grateful.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now for our closing song, stand up. I know.
I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. And I'm only here for God. Yeah, clap. I release, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. And I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Got the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. And I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. And I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. And I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
All right. Celebrating life today. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Blessings to you.